You can be what you wanna be. Be what you wanna be. You just be what you wanna be with me.
Good morning, everybody. Sambowker here for another episode of Happy AF. Oh my goodness. All right, so we're doing it like on the fly today because I'm in Brisbane. I'm up here visiting my girlfriend. Actually, she's my coach, so I'm up here visiting Francesca Moy, the beautiful Francesca Moy, and it was her birthday yesterday. And I just wanted to share with you, like, what are you guys prepared to do to get to where you want to go? Because so far this morning, right, like I'm here and I'm trying to set things up, right? So I just need to sort of give you the gist, right? I've got my computer here. This was me trying to set up this, and for whatever reason, it wasn't letting me do it. So I'm like, all right, so if you could actually see what I've got now, I've got like my phone, and it's leaning against a drink, and it's sitting on top of a garbage bin, and I'm here in the yard, and there's people walking past. But the reason I'm sharing all of this with you, okay, is that I think sometimes people jump in and they look at people's highlight reel, they look at what's going on in people's worlds, right? And they kind of like have this very preconceived idea as to what that actually looks like. And I just want to share with you, it's not always as it seems, right? It's not always as it seems. So, like, just know this, right? You got to be prepared to go there, okay? So as I stand here with my phone sitting on top of a garbage bin, leaning against my drink, which at some point I might need, but I can't have because now my phone is leaning against it. I just wanted to ask you, this whole show is about living your life happy AF, right? And those of you that know me pretty well know, like, I am so driven and so motivated to go all in, right? To level up, to live my life like filled with, passion and power and purpose. And I don't fuck about, right? I don't want to do things by halves. And so this morning is a perfect example of that, right? So I'm someone that says yes, and then I figure out how. If someone says, do you want to do this? Before they've even finished the sentence, I'm saying yes, right? Because if it's someone that I like and love and trust, and they say, do you want to do this? I'm just going to say yes, and I'm going to figure out the how later, right? So I want you to think about it. Are you like that? Are you someone that will say yes, or are you someone that has to get all of the information, all of your ducks in a row before you'll actually say yes? So anyway, as an example of when I say yes and then figure out the how later, this morning or yesterday, my friend says to me, hey, listen, when you come up, I've got this thing that I've already booked into, and would you be interested? And da-da-da. And like, she hadn't even finished the sentence. And I was like, yep, sign me up. I'm coming. I'll go. So this is what she asked me, right? I get there this morning at 6 a.m. So let me just set the scene for you first. I'm relatively fit, okay? I train 4 or 5 days a week. I usually do about 6 sessions of training a week. This has only been in the last couple of years. I don't love training, and if I can find a way to fast track that process and get a way quicker result, then I'm all in, right? Like, that is going to make me happy AF. If I can find a way to do that and feel like I've done a massive workout, like, I'm all in, right? So she says to me, she goes, okay, there's this thing, and it's called, EMS, and they strap this thing onto you, and they plug these things in, and this is what it looks like. I'm like, okay, let's go. 6 a.m. this morning, okay, after having celebrated her birthday with her yesterday. We've eaten pizza, we've eaten pasta, we've eaten bread, we've drunk wine. Like, yeah, I mean, I went to bed last night and like my belly was like, total like coma, carb coma, right? So then this morning we get up, 5:30, we go to this thing. I put this jacket on that is like, it's like a dive jacket, right? It's like a dive jacket. And then I get sprayed down. So I've got like black tight, like lycra shorts on, black tight lycra top on. I've got a vest on, much like this vest here. I then got these little like electrodes that are attached to my body. And then I get sprayed down with water, plugged into this machine, and I then go and do a workout, right? I'm doing my lunges, I'm doing my workout, and I'm strapped into this electromagnetic machine, which is like a Thames machine, covered in water, and I'm having pulses of electricity shot through my body whilst doing a workout. Now, I will post a video up of this later. If you haven't already gone into my stories, go check out my stories. You will see that this is what we did this morning, right? I have never experienced anything like this, right? You know, normally you go to a physio, you've got a sore back, they attach electrodes to you, you lay there as the thing goes, well, that was going on whilst we were doing squats and this and lunges, and oh my God, it was the funniest thing. And my daughter is sitting there laughing her ass off at us, right, whilst we're doing this workout. But the pitch is that the 20 minutes that you do is like doing a 90-minute super duper heavy weight session. So if I can go and train for 20 minutes and it can be like a 90-minute weight session, like I'm all in. Like I am all in. Who doesn't want to do that, right? Who doesn't want to be able to train for 20 minutes and get the result of a 90-minute weight session? Like, hook me up, sign me up, I'm all in. But it was insane. It brings me to the question though, what kind of crazy levels and lengths are you prepared to go to get the outcome that you want? So if you want to be seriously happy, if you want to be seriously financial, if you want to be in like the world's best, most committed relationship, if you want to run a business, like a super duper successful business, what crazy lengths are you prepared to go to get that result? Because I got to tell you, right, you've got to go all in. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what you want to achieve. If you really want to be successful in that area, you got to level up. You got to level up. So like I'm here, I'm on holidays right now. I've got 5 days with my beautiful daughter. I'm catching up with all of my friends. I'm so excited, but I'm still here showing up for you guys today because I made a commitment that I was going to do this show every single week consistently. And I keep showing up every single week consistently. Yes, I'm in my training gear. I chucked some lipstick on. Okay, so I figured like that was enough. I'm in my training gear. I'm still a bit sweaty and gross. But you know what? I wanted to show up here for you because I want you to understand something, okay? It doesn't matter whether your goal is happiness or whether it is financial success or whether it is, you know, physical strength. You cannot just show up half of the time and expect to get the whole result, okay? So I really I'm so committed to doing this now. I'm so committed to like everything that I do. If I'm going to do it, I'm all in, right? And the key that I've learned is say yes, then figure out how. So what area of your life right now are you not maxing out on? You know, is your relationships the way you want them to be? Is your health the way you want it to be? Are your finances the way you want them to be, right? Ask yourself to sit down for a moment and really do some honest reflection on where you're currently at. Like, where are you currently at? Thanks for tuning in, guys. It's so nice to see all these beautiful faces. Tam, I've got a new thing for us. Like, Tam, everyone, this is my personal trainer, and Tam, I just did a 20-minute workout that is apparently like 90 minutes plugged into this water machine thing. So I'm thinking we need to figure out how we can get that happening down our end of the world. But I just want you to ask yourself, you know, what are you committed to show up to today? Where are you committed to go? Who do you want to be? And who can help you get there quicker? All right. So this show is called Happy AF, and I tell you, I'm gonna share some videos which are gonna make you laugh your ass off. If that doesn't make you happy, I don't know what will. But I want you to go out there today and ask yourself, what is one thing you can do that's gonna push you along in a direction of an area of your life you care about? So pick something. Don't go, you know what, today I'm going to lose weight, I'm going to eat healthy, I'm going to drink 4 liters of water, I'm going to, you know, don't list off all of your checklists. Just pick one thing. So if today your focus is going to be your health, what's one thing you can do that is going to help move the dial, like dial it up, right? Just one thing. Is it that you're going to drink 2 liters of water, right? If you haven't exercised, you know, a lot and you're not super fit, don't go and run a marathon. Just go and walk 5 minutes around the corner and drink some water, right? Where are you at with your finances? Are you feeling like financially abundant, or do you want to make a bit more money? So if you're only making $30,000 a year, maybe don't aim to make $1 million in the next 12 months. Although you can, I'm not saying you can't, but maybe incrementally, you know, so baby steps. Because one of the things that, you know, I learned from one of my favorite mentors that I've been working with on and off since I was 23, and that's Tony Robbins. He says that we often underestimate or we overestimate what we can do in 12 months, and we underestimate what we can do in 5 years or 10 years. So do an honest self-assessment today. Like if you did yourself one favor today, and that was to do an honest self-assessment of where are you right now, right? Where are you right now in your health, in your relationship, in your finances, in your career, right? Where are you at right now? And be honest, because often we make stories up that are not true. Where are you at right now, and where could you be 3 months from now, 3 years from now, 10 years from now, right? Create a plan, create a roadmap, because the reality is that if you just keep dreaming it and thinking it, that's really great. That gives you the vision. But if you don't then sit down and decide, what does it look like? How am I going to feel when I get that? Now, I've got to tell you, like when I was doing this training session this morning, I realized that all of my training with Tam, it's paid off. Right? But I didn't get there. Like when I started with her, my back was not great. When I started with her, I wasn't getting up, super early every day. And Tam was not my first trainer, It started for me 20 odd years ago when I started with my friend Emma. And then I went on to Leonie. And now, I've done training with a lot of different people. And what I have to say is that you've got to take those baby steps to move yourself forward, right? And so even though this thing was insanely painful today, there was a moment where she turned the electrode thing up so high that I was like, oh my God, turn it down. Like I couldn't move. Like I felt like I was going to die. But just below that, right? Just below that point was intense pressure, but I was able to do it. And I felt my body felt strong. That didn't happen overnight. So today, if you just get honest with where are you at, get honest with where you're at today, get honest with where you'd really like to go, and then start filling in the gaps by taking baby steps. Cool. Guys, so listen, this is a short episode. I can't see the time. I don't know what time it is. Thanks for coming in, Michelle and Tam and Tracy and everybody else that tuned in. Ask yourself today, just do one thing. Like what is one thing that you can do to move yourself further forward? One thing, okay? And just make that your focus for the day. So I will post some videos up because honestly, you're going to want to laugh at me. It was pretty funny. And yeah, I'm going to go and enjoy the rest of my holiday. But I wanted to show up here for you guys because I made a commitment that I would do this every single week. And I don't know. I'll have to tune in and tell you what episode we're up to. But I reckon we've got to be close to at least the 4-month mark. Hope you have an amazing day. Make it count. You're never going to get this one back. This is me signing out. Love you guys.
Be what you wanna be.